Let's go in here to Marshburn 1, where a number of our doctoral classes are held, and hear from Ken Stewart about the extension classes. Like that. I'm here with Ken Stewart. Ken, what's your role at Cook School of Intercultural Studies?
Well, my official title is the Distance Learning Program Administrator. So largely I oversee our campuses, primarily in Chiang Mai, and then when students come to campus from our external locations, I make sure that they're fully taken care of, at least logistically speaking.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. If students can, go from anywhere in the world to an extension campus like Chiang Mai, how do they take care of their housing, their airplane tickets?
Yeah, one, it's not really a misconception, but sometimes maybe a misunderstanding is that students are responsible for their own travel to and from their home base and the extension campus. And secondly, they're also responsible for their own housing and food and things like that, expenses. We do have, each of our extension sites has a coordinator, a logistical coordinator, who has a document of local housing options, food options, how to get a taxi to and from the airport. Pretty much anything logistically that they would need is handled through our on-site coordinator, and then through our Facebook page. We have a private Facebook page that our extension students join, and there's a lot of interaction, just community interaction, but also a way to disperse pertinent information.
Okay, so anyone who's interested in an extension site like Chiang Mai should just write to you and ask to be added to the Facebook page?
That's correct. Yeah, it's a private. One of the concerns is am I going to be outed, so to speak? Facebook privacy stuff, because some people do work in secure nations or countries or territories, and this is a private group, and so nobody knows that you're a member of this group, and none of the postings are posted to your wall. None of your, it's pretty secure. And we do have members of the group that do work in secure locations, and as of yet, we haven't had any issues.
And I guess you even post syllabi for extension site classes on the website.
Yeah,
on the Facebook page.
For the most part, all of the information that we disperse to students is dispersed in a multiple. We take a many-pronged attack.
Okay.
And so we will release information on Facebook. We'll release it on email. Rose, our Chiang Mai coordinator, for instance, will often send out syllabi or schedules or things like that. So there's almost always some place you can find it. And if not, we can accept an email and send it just by email as well.
Okay. So just to be clear, we have an extension site coordinator as well as you working with our extension programs, but it's really up to the student to get their airfare, to choose the date they arrive and when they leave, and to find their own housing. But the extension site coordinator, you can help resource them on how to do that.
Correct. Yeah, you'll handle the logistics yourself for the most part. But as far as resourcing and all the information that you'll need, and even help just finding good days, like what's the most logical day to arrive,
right?
What are logical routes that you can take. If you've not traveled internationally very much, or you're new to the area, we can help you figure out sort of a logical route that will get you there in time and rested enough to be ready on Monday morning.
Okay, now let's talk about the other direction, students coming from overseas to the La Mirada campus in the summer. What's your role in helping them with housing that way?
Correct. Both of our PhD programs, Intercultural Studies and Intercultural Education, require a residency component where they have to do at least 50% of their program on our campus here in California. So to allow for that, we do 2-week summer sessions, intensives basically, and we're lucky in that we have facilities on campus for housing. We have a cafeteria. We have everything that a student would need, but only during the summer. So when all of our undergraduate students and graduate students in a regular semester-based system have dispersed back to their homes, we have plenty of dorm rooms available for housing. So that's one of the reasons why we can put students up at a pretty minimal cost here on campus.
I understand that they will be billed directly to their student account, just like tuition, for that housing when they're here.
Correct.
And then you will actually, as soon as they sign up for the class and you know they're coming, you'll arrange their housing for them.
Yeah, if you're interested in housing here on campus, you'll have to email me and let me know the dates you'll be arriving, the dates you'll be departing. The university charges excuse me, the student on a weekly basis, and it's not prorated.
Okay.
So if you come like Wednesday to the following Sunday, you're going to pay 2 full weeks of rent. So we just recommend that you come, Saturday to 2 Saturdays from then and stay for the full 2 weeks, or Sunday to Sunday, or whatever's most convenient. But they don't prorate. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. It's more of a weekly rate.
Then I understand when students come here on campus, that's the time that they get their parking permit and their ID card, which allows them to get food from the cafeteria and get a meal plan, and allows them to go to the library.
Correct. You'll need to get an ID card to access a lot of the facilities on campus. You can use the gymnasium or the workout center. You can access the library. You can put a meal plan on your ID card and just scan yourself when you walk into the caf at a reduced rate, rather than just paying a cash rate, which it's a little bit more expensive to pay cash. So student ID is very helpful. It's not necessary, but I think we find most students do it. It's beneficial to do that, and we can allow some time, class time. The auxiliary services office is only a 5-minute walk from where we're sitting right now, less than that, and it takes a very short amount of time to get your photograph taken and your ID card printed out. They'll do that right there for you. So you could probably excuse yourself for 10 minutes from class and just get your ID card on the first couple days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. And as far as parking permits, I understand that basically you just show up. If you need a parking permit, the first time you show up, you just go to the gate and ask security for a temporary permit. Correct. For the first day, and then you can go to campus security and get a longer-term parking permit if you need to.
There is at the main gate on Biola Avenue, there is a guard shack there that will issue you a temporary parking pass, at least for the day, perhaps an extended period of time. I'm not certain about that. But they'll also instruct you where campus safety is, and campus safety is the department that issues the long-term parking passes, which most of our students don't require. And I think they can issue a short-term 2-week parking pass free, and if not free, relatively inexpensively. Because in the summer, like for our summer sessions, there's ample parking, as they say.
Right. Well, I hope that information is helpful to you, and I hope that you will make it out to our extension sites and to the La Mirada campus in the summer as well. Thank you, Ken, for your answers.
Thank you.